Barry, 2-0 defeat here against Bolton. Can I get your initial thoughts on the game?
Yeah, obviously disappointed to lose the game. Bolton are really, really good. They asked loads of questions of us. I thought with the performance, in terms of the application and the desire from the players, was good. But like I say, they have really good players, and look, we were able to hold them off for long spells. We had a few little moments, but the reality is they're a very good team, and they were the better side today.
Yeah, you must have had hope of the score at 1-0, and probably that spell at the start of the second half. Probably our best chance to strike back and sort of draw back onto level terms.
Yeah, that's what it is. We know how difficult an opponent they are. Keeping it as tight as possible for as long as possible helps. You hope that the crowds can become a little bit uneasy, and that might stop their rhythm. And we were finding some counter-attacking situations and finding some little moments to gain pressure, but we couldn't quite make the most of them. I said it already. The reality is we're on a really tough run of fixtures. There's we have a suspension and injuries at the moment. When we come here to really compete, we have to have I think we have to have a full squad, and we're not on the end of such a run of difficult fixtures and such a busy schedule. So there's probably a little bit of tiredness in the players. When players start becoming available, we get Lyle back from suspension, and we have some training days. I think the training week is going to be super important. We'll be and fixture program that changes a little bit. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, it's one of those games where probably everything has to go right in order for us to get a result. Bolton probably have to play below par. We have to sort of make the most of every little opportunity we've got, and second half in particular, pressed them quite high, forced a few mistakes, but once we sort of regained the ball, just weren't quite able to do enough of it.
Yeah, like I say, I think that the play, there was no lack of application to it, and the boys were, they put in the best performance that we could in this where we're at the moment. You have to play the game where you're going to be into low positions on the pitch. You have to defend your box, and then you have to hope that you can take the moments on our counter-attacking situations. And we had some of them, but we didn't quite manage to get ourselves on a score sheet. We have to just congratulate Bolton. They're a really good team, and now, like I said, we've got a week. I think the players need that. I think they need some time. We need time in the training pitch, and the fixtures. Not that they're easy, but they're not the teams that are in the top six. So ones that we can kind of look at and target to get points from. But I think the players were totally applied today and couldn't fault their efforts.
Yeah, it's been the end of a brutal run in terms of number of games and, like you say, opponents recently. As for the wider situation, feeling is that it's probably your last game in interim charge, although we don't know that for sure. I know the results haven't been what you'd have hoped, or anyone, but how have you found the experience?
Yeah, it's been it's been difficult because we've just come in and we're in the middle of a busy schedule, and there's just games, so you can't nothing can change. We don't have training time. We have, not to make excuses, there's injuries, and the suspension to Lyle doesn't help the situation, and obviously playing three teams in the top six, not easy, but it's been brilliant from my own perspective. I think that it is likely someone will be in from Monday, and I think that's great. I think the players need that we get a little bit of stability with, they know who's in charge, and that I think that will help. And again, training minutes will help as well for that man to get their ideas across. So that's it, I guess.